Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome to Matt Breaks Wax. I've got a video I had no intention of recording tonight, but I had I'd pulled out a fresh box of 1990 Score, and I was gonna look for the Bo Jackson shoulder pads card, and intended to buckle down and just keep ripping until I found it. I really wanted to find it before the year ended, and first pack, we got it. So I posted that short already, and you can see that. So needless to say, I didn't rip the rest of that box. Now, I've had this sitting in a drawer. We just did the night with 91 tops, but I have a 91 tops traded, and I thought it'd be cool to rip this entire box and look at all the stuff you can get back then. So, featuring Team USA, 25 of America's top college players, promising rookies, players who change teams, new managers. So that's what this set is about. It's like all the things that change kind of like in the mid-season or off-season, and they do a card to kind of catch things up. So big names we're looking for on here. First of all, Jeff Bagwell's rookie card is in this set. Second, Jason Giambi, a Team USA rookie card. Luis Gonzalez has a Team USA rookie card. Pudge, Ivan Rodriguez, rookie card is in here. We're looking for the gray back versus the white back, 1 asterisk, 2 asterisk variations. I don't know anything about that. I'm just looking at the checklist and it's telling me that's what's in here. There are no big errors in this. There are no errors listed at all on Trading Card Database. So we don't have to worry about looking for any of those. I mean, there are a lot of players that are big name players who change teams. Fred McGriff is one on here. Bo Jackson has a card in here because he went to the White Sox as a free agent. Mo Vaughn is in here. He didn't change teams, but it's like his rookie card, but he already had a draft pick card, but it's not officially a rookie card on the checklist. So, yeah, figure it out. Devon White, Darryl Strawberry. There were some other big names I saw jumping off this list. I said Pudge already. Let me go back to the first page. Haven't really done much in the world of traded sets on this channel. There are obviously big name rookies in traded sets. I just haven't gotten into it because they usually come in like a box and it's already like ripped, so it's not as fun. But this I picked up, and it's a whole box of packs, so we can rip it and explore at the same time. That's my jam. So here we go. I'm going to take all these out. We could try. That means we could get multiple Pudges. We could get multiple Bagwells. Let's just see what happens. Again, I'm doing this picture-in-picture thing. You got to let me know if you like it. It's a pain in the butt to do it because I got to like prop my camera up a little higher. And look, I burned myself in my fireplace, so I'm okay. Don't worry. All right. So there's apparently gray back versus white back, and I don't know if it's just quality. The cardboard, I wouldn't know the difference. I don't know if they come. If this is gray back or white back, it looks gray. But maybe it's really brighter gray than the other one, and this is the white back. I don't know. The one thing I do know is if another pack looks different, we'll tell then. But until then, I don't know. And then there's another thing with asterisks, and it's here. 1 asterisk or 2 asterisks. I have no idea. We're going to just check. These all look like 1 asterisk in this pack. So, I don't know. It's a variation, apparently. Here we go. Wally Bachman. Steve Farr. Tim Raines, Rock Raines, someone put him up. Gary Carter. Danny Darwin. There's Luis Gonzalez. So this is not a Team USA. Hang on. I guess maybe there's a regular card and a Team USA card. Let me take a look here. Luis Gonzalez. Giambi USA rookie. Luis Gonzalez rookie. Okay. So not USA. So Gonzalez is not. I misread the checklist. That's my bad. So we found one. There's a rookie right there. Barry Jones. Billy McMillan. So I'm going to put my Team USA cards up here in the middle so they are featured very prominently. So I don't know if the glow backs carried over into this from the main set. We can test them. I don't think so, based on the coloring of the red that I see on the back of these cards compared to what we were looking at the other night. So, like, we take this and we shine this black light on them. They actually do look like glowbacks. Okay, I was wrong. I could be wrong. I could definitely be wrong. John Detmer, Tim Tuffle, Bud Black, QB Brooks, Brett Butler, Scott Leyes. We're not getting repeats, so that's good. Pete and Cavilla. I mean, we might get the entire traded set. I mean, if you have the option, you can buy the whole traded set, like, separately, without ripping the packs. I guess a set collector might do that. But if you are a pack ripper like me, this is fun, because I could still potentially get the whole set. And, you know, I need to adjust this camera, because I keep having to look down. How's that? A little better. I don't have to actively look down. Jason McDonald. I think we're going to have a lot of Team USA up here. Von Calderon. So, yeah. Okay, Von Calderon. We called him out. George Bell. We called that one out. Leo Gomez for my O's. Mitch Williams. Wild thing. Daryl Kyle. Johnny Oates for my Orioles. And Vince Coleman. Put him up. My whole point in doing this video is really just to find the Bagwell and to find the find the Bagwell and Giambis and Pudge. That's really who I'm looking for. The big three. All right, Dwight Evans for the Orioles. Jeff Johnson. Tony Phillips. Chris Wimmer. These USA cards are fun. Charles Johnson, heck of a catcher. Orlando Merced. Juan Augusto. Doug Simons. I'm going to look at the back here just so you can kind of see it. This is obviously a rookie. Yep, rookie card. I want to see if it says on a player that changed teams, like on a Tim Raines. Let's just see if it says the team that he changed from. Select his MVP of the All-Star game. Expos. So it doesn't actually say that. I guess there it is. Acquired trade 12/23/1990. So that's kind of what we're looking for. Does it have a little note about how he was acquired? I know Bo Jackson was a free agent, but Tim Raines here was traded. So he was traded from the Expos to the White Sox. These are not easy to open at all. Just FYI, if you're hunting these down for yourself. These packs are not easy. Junior Felix. Dante Bichette. Fantastic. Steve Finley. Now, if we know Steve Finley acquired via trade, do we know who from? Yes, my Orioles. This was part of the Glenn Davis trade. One of the worst trades in baseball. This trade sent Kurt Schilling and Steve Finley, and I want to say somebody else, Pete Harnish, from my Orioles to the Astros for Glenn Davis, and maybe somebody else. I don't even remember. But, man, did not work out for the Orioles. Bill Kruger, Dave Smith. Hey, look, we got the Pudge. Wow. This is a nice card. Nice. I'm just looking. Just want to see if there's anything on it. It is well centered. It's just a nice, clean card. There might be, it looks like maybe like a little stain up here in the corner. I could really make it out up close. I can't tell if it's just something abnormal on the cardboard or what, but that is such a clean card. If I trusted PSA, I would have them grade it, but it might actually be a little low. So look at this on the back. Look at that gap versus that gap. So yeah, I'm actually not going to grade this one, but it is a nice rookie. Again, for these to be worth anything significant, you know, they would have to grade out at a 10, and that's just not going to happen with that card. But we got our Pudge. Let's see if we can get our Bagwell. Reggie Jefferson and Pat Kelly to round out the pack. Maybe we can get another one. I mean, it's possible. We're opening 252 cards, right? So it should be mathematically possible. Ripping too much stuff tonight. I got trash everywhere. All right, Phil Nevin. Again, with these Team USA cards. Looking for the bigger names. Tom Candiotti, Bob Ojeda, Paul Shuey. Jason Giambi is the name we're looking for on the Team USA card. Terry Pendleton, Todd Johnson, and Scott Coolball. I kind of like the Team USA rookies, I guess. I know Mark McGuire has one from like what, the 88s or 87 traded? I don't know, but he's got one. Brian Downing. Hey, there's Jason Giambi. Wow. Wow, did his body change, man? During his career, I mean, this is like college age, right? So, yeah, that's a good looking card. Good looking card. Doug Pyatt. There's Bo Jackson in his shades. Now, he was let go, released by Kansas City, and then signed as a free agent in Chicago. Devon White. Chuck Knobloch. Did he change teams? He went to the Twins. No, he was just a rookie. Okay. And then John Candelaria. This is going to be a longer video because these are super hard to open. I don't have my a little knife with me to help me out. I might have to pause and go get it because these are just like really ridiculous to try and get open. Okay. Scott Kamenicki, Jeff Facero, Todd Green. We got a landscape Team USA card. Roberto Alomar. There we go. He went from the Padres to the Blue Jays. Yep, wasn't quite Orioles time yet. Charlie Huff. He pitched forever. Todd Taylor. Todd Taylor looks like he's 35, but that is a college age card. Mike Boddicker, Franklin Stubbs. I don't know. I'm trying to like rip these better, more efficiently. Not working. All right, Chris Jones, Darren Dreifert, Rich DeLucia, Corey Snyder, Jeff Granger, Dan Melendez, Willie McGee. Okay, that's a name we know. And Ron Polk, Team USA coach. Jim Fregosi, Mike Timlin, Ernie Riles, Willie Wilson, Tom Runnels, Candy Maldonado, Jack Morris to round it out. Kenny Steenstra, Joe Carter, fantastic. Dave Tuttle, Dean Palmer, Bob Scanlon, Rick Cerrone, Kirk Dressendorfer. All right, there's Jeffrey Hammonds. I loved watching him play when he was with the Orioles. I just remember as a kid, I felt like his bat barrel was like double the size of everybody else's, almost like he was playing with a cheating kind of bat because it just seemed bigger, and I don't know why. I can't explain it. It just looked bigger on TV and in person. But yeah, I mean, I guess it had to be legal if he was using it. Dave Parker, James Essien, Pete Short, Danny Cox, Hal McRae, Glenn Allen Hill, Gary Gaetti. I'm not seeing a ton of repeats. We might get the whole set. That would actually be kind of fun. Scott Sanderson, Wade Taylor, another Pudge. Wow. Okay. This is going to be fun. Again, this one is also off center low. But it's still such a nice card. Reggie Jefferson, Pat Kelly, Bill Nevin, Tom Candiotti, Luis Soho. We might have the entire Team USA. I don't know that I've seen Rick Helling. That's the one name I'm looking up here. Todd Johnson, I think we saw. And there's a couple of uncorrected errors in here. Reggie Jefferson has one, Rick Helling has one, Steve Finley has one. I don't know exactly what the error is, but it was uncorrected, so it can't be that important. And this is not easy. Come on. Jeez. All right, Terry Pendleton. All right, we're starting to see repeats. Todd Johnson. Starting to see repeats. Scott Coolball, Scott Kamenicki, all the Scotts. Jeff Becero, Todd Green for Team USA. A repeat. And Roberto Alomar. Another repeat there. So, maybe not the whole set. Still have not seen a Bagwell. Maybe that changes here. Let's see. Charlie Huff, Todd Taylor, Mike Boddicker, Franklin Stubbs, Chris Jones, Darren Dreifert, and Rich DeLucia to round out the pack. So a lot of these guys up here are going to be repeats. I'm going to run out of room for sure. You guys can just watch my struggle faces. That's always fun. Just trying to get these out without damaging them. Corey Snyder, Jeff Granger, Dan Melendez, Willie McGee, Ron Polk. It looks a little like Mike Hargrove, Jim Fregosi, Mike Timlin, Ernie Riles. Willie Wilson, I'm going to start putting some repeats back here. Tim Runnels, Candy Maldonado, Jack Morris, a repeat. Kenny Steenstra, a repeat. Joe Carter is a repeat. Dave Tuttle, Dean Palmer. Gotta find a Bagwell. Donnie Leschnock, that is not a repeat. That's the first time we've seen him. Mark Whitten, Otis Nixon. We have not seen Otis. Jeff Robinson. There he is, man. Glenn Davis. Ugh. Ivan Zweig. Chris Roberts to round out that pack. Steve Finley. Kurt Schilling and Pete Harnish went there for Glenn Davis. Worst trade. Gary Templeton, Jack Clark, Louis Soho, John Detmer is a repeat. He's Team USA. We can put him back there. Tim Tuffle, Bud Black, and Hubie Brooks. Steve Decker. Hey, there's Fred McGriff. Crime Dog. Super nice. Willie Randolph. Pretty good in his own right. Scott Sanderson. Wade Taylor. Another Budge. Are you kidding? This one any better? Nope. Same thing. I'm going to put that on the side for a second. And Reggie Jefferson. And these Pudges are all super low. All right, come on. Got a little Pudge collection going. No Bagwell still. Pat Kelly, Bill Nevin, Tom Candiotti, Bob Vegeta, Paul Shuey, Terry Pendleton, repeat, Todd Johnson. Scott Coolball, again, Scott Kamenicki, all the Scotts, Jeff Cicero, Todd Green, Roberto Alomar, ended up with some bent corners on this, Charlie Hough, Todd Taylor. Okay. Bob Scanlon, Mike Hargrove. There's actual Mike Hargrove. Derek Bell. A checklist. Whoop whoop. Steve Rodriguez. I don't think that's a repeat. Craig Wilson. Kirk Gibson. Kirk Gibson looked like your uncle that's about to pass out on your couch. Just saying. Okay. Mike Boddicker, Franklin Stubbs, Chris Jones, Darren Dreifert, Rich DeLucia, Corey Snyder, Jeff Granger. Again, not sure what the deal is with the backs and the gray backs versus white backs. I don't know what these are. There doesn't seem to be any bold back. They did seem to light up under the UV light, so that would qualify as a glow back. Brett Butler, Scott Leyes, Pete Cabilia, Jason McDonald. I don't think we've seen Yvonne Calderon, George Bell, Leo Gomez, and Mitch Williams. No Bagwell. Daryl Kyle, another Pudge. Oh my gosh. That one a lot more centered. I don't know what that is up there. But this is a lot more centered. Another Pudge. Again, this one looks a little more centered up. It has some stray markings on it. So probably still not sending it to grade, but that's the closest one. Alright, Paul Shuey, repeat. Terry Pendleton, another repeat. Todd Johnson, Scott Coolball, Kamenicki, Cicero, and Todd Green, Roberto Alomar. Not bad. Oh, we never looked at the rest of the pack after Pudge. Reggie Jefferson, Pat Kelly, Bill Nevin, Tom Candiotti, and Bob Vegeta. Let's see. Here we go. This is such a pain to get open. Here we go. Jim Essien, Pete Short, Danny Cox, Al McRae, Glenn Allen Hill, Gary Gaetti, Brian Downey. I've got 8 packs left. Again, I had zero intention of doing this tonight. But we hit the Bo Jackson. I made a joke in a group chat earlier, and I'm going to apologize for it now, but I finished my rainbow. Get it? Rainbow? Finish? Okay, that's all. Leo Gomez, Mitch Williams, Darryl Kyle, Johnny Oates, Vince Coleman, Dwight Evans. So the Orioles were trying to get some power hitters by getting Glenn Davis. This guy went from the Red Sox to the Orioles. Again, another big bat trying to come in. Maybe the right idea, wrong players. I don't know. Jeff Johnson. But that trade did not work out. There we go. Difficult to open. I'm really struggling with people. Can we get a Bagwell? Jeff Granger. Melendez again. Willie McGee again. This guy, who looks like Mike Hargrove, but is not Mike Hargrove. Mike Hargrove actually has a card. Jim Fregosi, Mike Timlin, and Ernie Riles. Weird to get 4 Pudges and no Bagwells. Typical. Willie Wilson, Bob Ojeda, Orlando Merced, Juan Augusto, Doug Simons, Wally Bachman, and Steve Barr. Oh, what do we got? 4 packs. My shoulders are getting tired. We've been ripping for too long. Time to switch over to editing. We'll do that tomorrow morning before the kid wakes up. Another Tim Raines. Another Gary Carter. Danny Darwin. Another Luis Gonzalez. Barry Jones. Billy McMillan. And Junior Felix. 3 packs. All right, Dante Bichette. I would probably just fast forward in between the pack openings. Steve Finley again. Bill Kruder. Hey, there's Mo Vaughn. We've not seen him. This is like a rookie, not rookie. Definitely for his first year of playing. Definitely not rookie, because the Bowman covers that. Rick Helling, Mark Lewis, Dave Rigetti. All right, that took way too long. Jeff Ware, Tony Fernandez, Darryl Strawberry. That's such an iconic card. I do remember that card. There we go. Nice looking Darryl Strawberry. Rest of the pack: Rafael Belliard, Sid Bream, Mike Hargrove, Derek Bell. Another checklist. Whoop whoop. All right, here we go. Steve Rodriguez, Team USA. Craig Wilson. There's my guy Kirk. Steve Decker. Gerald, man. Fred McGrath. Attention-seeking behavior. Nope, just kidding. I don't know what I'm saying. Hang on. All right, Willie Randolph and Scott Sanderson. Last pack, folks. Last pack. We made it. We made it to the end. I barely make it. I am dead tired. All right, can we get our Jeff Bagwell? Please, please, please. Here we go. Wade Taylor. Another Pudge. We'll take it. It's not what we want, but we'll take it. So this one, how's this one on centering? Maybe a hair low. Yep. Again, all low. We've only have one that was just slightly closer. Okay. Reggie Jefferson, Pat Kelly, Bill Nevin, Tom Candiotti, Robert Jada, and Paul Shuey. Well, that's it, folks. That's all the tradeds that we got. Let's take a look. Some of the bigger names. We got our Mo Vaughn. Love that clean look. Oh, wait. Darryl Strawberry. Jason Giambi on the Team USA rookie. Now that one, maybe slightly to the right here, or south. Look down. Slightly. Man, that's a good looking card, too. Pudge. 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 So we found 5. Count them. 5 Ivan Rodriguez rookie cards in one box of Topps traded, 1991 Topps traded. So 0 Bagwells, 5 Pudges. Man, kind of disappointing. I was hoping for a little bit better spread, maybe getting multiple Bagwells. Just didn't work that way. Everything I have is either a gray back or a white back, depending on what this is. I'm assuming this is gray back. It's just not super dark. So maybe it's a white back, and the other gray backs are really dark. I don't know. I gotta look at pictures. Anyway, that's all I have for today. Be sure to check out this set somewhere. Be sure to like and subscribe on the way out. Keep ripping wax.